Good morning, how are we doing? So, question I had last week was, can I just eat what I want as long as I hit my calories? Like, does it matter what I eat? And it kind of depends on what the context is and how long for. You know, for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, even a month potentially. Kind of the answer is yes to an extent. Like, we know that there was a study done where a professor who participated, he ate nothing but Twinkies, which are like American fast food cakes, biscuits, crisps, over a 10-week period, like real rubbish food, but he kept within, I think it was 1,500 calories. And the result of that, after 10 weeks, he lost weight, his cholesterol went down, blood pressure was good, like all kind of metabolic markers were positive. And it was like, this is interesting, he even said, like, I almost didn't want the results to show this. However, just make it clear that he did take a multivitamin supplement, and he also took protein shake. So he did have protein shake within the rubbish, if you want to call it that. Now, of course, though, this is quite short term. If you did this long term, what are the detrimental benefits? What are the detriments, if you like? Well, let's consider these. Number one, hunger. Like, if you're eating whatever you want, like I've said before, I can eat, say, 1,000 calories in a day some days because I'm just on the go, busy, and I've eaten things like very filling, satisfying things, be it eggs, fish, veggies, salad, things like that. And I've just been out quite full up. I'm like, wow, I should be more hungry. Whereas on other days, more processed foods, more moorish foods, even if they're like healthy moorish foods, like, I say healthy, quote unquote, contextual, but things like dried fruits and things like that, they almost make me more hungry. I'm very energy dense, but things like nuts as well. But then you can go on to more processed foods like cake, biscuits, chocolate crisps. Yeah, sure, if you hit within the calories. However, how's your hunger level? How are you finding it? What's your energy like? What's your recovery like? Are you exercising? Are you maximising your recovery from that as well? One of the ladies yesterday said in a Q&A that she recovers so much better when she eats kind of more minimally processed foods, if you like. So that's one thing to consider in on there. So hunger. Number two is your fibre intake. For every 10 grams of fibre you increase, up to a certain level, of course, you get a 10% reduction in risk of mortality from cardiovascular disease, cancer, which is interesting. So I think, if you're not eating enough fibre because you're trying to squeeze in as much junk food as we can, we might be missing out there as well. Now, don't just go crazy on the fibre. Don't just add it all in, as you might get some side effects which might just blow you away and those around you away, if you know what I mean. So if you're increasing your fibre, do it very slowly. And number three is, you might be deficient in your protein intake. Like I said in that study, the Twinkie professor, he was making sure that he was having sufficient protein via the protein shakes, even though he ate rubbish. He was making sure he had sufficient protein. So just consider that in there, like those three key things to consider. Hope that helps. Any questions on that, just let me know. If you want more information about our Kickstart, which is starting July officially, and we have some starting next week, Chippenham, Devizes, Marlborough. If you want to come in, get more information, comment below with Kickstart and I'll get you the details on that. Have an awesome day. It's looking like a good sunny day, and I'll see you soon. Get that fibre in, get your protein in, give yourself that flexibility. Like I said, have that flexibility to, we call it the 80-20 rule, but it's like 80% minimally processed whole foods, making sure you're ticking the boxes from a physiological side so you're not hungry. And then you've got the 20% rule, 20% from whatever you want, Give yourself that permission. It's not that you have to have it, it's that you have that permission to have it, and that's a key thing for me. Anyway, just realised I'm holding the camera down, so I'm looking down. That's just what I do. I don't know why. Maybe this is how I walk. But someone said then in real life, that it's like, oh, you look so much taller on Facebook. But I can live my dream.